2 Samuel 18, the death of Absalom. David numbered his men and set them under Joab, Abishai, and Ittai. The king wished to march with them, but the people pleaded, "You must not go. If we fall, they will not care. But you are worth 10,000 of us. Stay and send help from the city." David agreed, yet commanded his captains, "Deal gently for my sake with the young man Absalom." The armies met in the forest of Ephraim. Israel's forces, loyal to Absalom, were struck down by David's servants. 20,000 fell, and the forest claimed more lives than the sword. Absalom, riding his mule, met David's men. As he passed under the thick branches of a great oak, his head was caught fast, and he hung between heaven and earth while the mule went on. A man saw it and told Joab. Joab cried, "Why did you not strike him there? I would have rewarded you." The man replied, "I would not touch the king's son, for we all heard the command to spare him." Joab said, "I cannot tarry thus with you." He took 3 spears and thrust them through Absalom's heart. 10 young men struck him further, and he died. They cast his body into a pit in the forest and raised a great heap of stones upon him, while all Israel fled to their tents. Now Absalom in life had reared for himself a pillar in the king's valley, for he said, "I have no son to keep my name in remembrance." He called it Absalom's place, which stood as his memorial. Then Ahimaaz son of Zadok said to Joab, "Let me run and tell the king the Lord has avenged him." But Joab refused. "You shall not bear tidings today, for the king's son is dead." Instead he sent Cushi, "Go, tell the king what you have seen." Yet Ahimaaz pressed Joab until he allowed him to run also. He outran Cushi by the plain. David sat between the 2 gates, and the watchman saw a man running alone, then another. The first, Ahimaaz, cried, "Peace," and said, "Blessed be the Lord who has delivered your enemies." The king asked, "Is the young man Absalom safe?" Ahimaaz answered, "I saw a great tumult, but knew not what it was." Then Cushi arrived and said, "Good tidings, my lord the king. The Lord has avenged you this day of all who rose against you." Again David asked, "Is the young man Absalom safe?" Cushi replied, "May all your enemies and all that rise against you be as that young man is." The king was shaken to the core. He went up to the chamber over the gate and wept. "O my son Absalom, my son Absalom, would God I had died instead of you, O Absalom, my son, my son."